Alright, this right here wasn't very good for Zack Attack in terms of how he looked, and on top of that, we're on another losing skid, so we're going to address it right here in this video, as well as providing a further update on my health. My man, you're lucky this is all you got. It could have been a hell of a lot more, could have been a hell of a lot worse of a punishment.
Sabonis is going to bring that. He's going to get physical, but Zach's going to get physical right back with him.
We saw good minutes from Charles Bassey earlier in this game as well. And Sabonis got fouled by Collins, and Collins not happy about it.
First substitution, number 28, Charles Bassey.
Bassey in, Collins to the bench. Collins 2 rebounds, 2 points. And he just got tapped. And he just got thrown out. Collins is out of this game. Michael Smith just threw him out.
I didn't see where he got the second one, though. I mean, I saw the first one.
Now, does he pull that stunt in Pop's presence? The answer is pretty simple. Hell no. Because, you know, Coach Mitch has been playing super nice with the refs compared to how Pop plays with the refs because, you know, considering which is a nice change of scenery, but at the same time, Mitch has to be ready and prepared to know when these players, if and when these players usually will explode when something doesn't go their way, because Pop usually knows that, like, right on the dot, to the point where he would normally take one from the team and he'd be the one getting thrown out and Zack Attack would stay in the game. So, no, I don't think Zack Attack pulls this stunt if, Pop was there. So, therefore, I get it. Everybody's different, like, including NBA, let alone sports coaches in general. But Mitch has got to be on top of that whenever a player is ready to explode or blow up like that. So, therefore, I'm not saying Mitch is doing a poor job of coaching, or am I condoning Zach's, behavior as much as I love the guy. But, I mean, the different style of coaching can play an effect when it comes to a situation like that. So, therefore, and I can see why, a lot of people on Instagram are slapping Zack Attack, even though he had a statement game when Bassey tore that shit up like Terry Labonte in that game against the Jazz. So here, take a look at these stats of Zack Attack since that statement game when he and Bassey played good together. I'm not saying they're like modern day Tim Duncan, David Robinson, because nobody will come close to Robinson or Duncan's level except maybe Wembanyama. And Wembanyama didn't even play in this game because of the back spasms, but. Yeah, Zack Attack, ever since that statement game, not good. Not good. You either need to pick up the pace or you're getting sent, you're getting traded away from the Alamodome, or just let go and, want it weird to be somebody else's problem. I love you and everything. I swear to God, I am going to scream if we do let him go, that at least make it to the, well, I don't know. That's the thing, though. March 27th, they won't come. They're not gonna. There won't be till March 27th when they come. When they come here to play the local team. So therefore, I'm kind of nervous what they're gonna do to Zack Attack at the trade deadline, knowing that the Spurs Cavs here in Ohio is not in January and February to still bail me out this time in case we give somebody away, whether it's someone I like or someone who I really Someone just someone who I wrote that someone I root for, just just a basic one who I just happy to have a part of the team. So therefore, if they retrade him away at the trade deadline, that means I won't be able to try to see if I can actually redeem myself from Kelly Berglund's 2022 birthday miracle for Ricky 28th birthday by actually getting to take a picture with them and getting to meet them and stuff like for real, not get all nervous, be paranoid about the damn security. So therefore. So if we get rid of them, then I'm not going to be able. Then I'm not going to have the Spurs Cavs being Ohio being and before the trade deadline to bail me out this time. So therefore, Zacchatek needs to pick up the pace and do better and play like he did against the king of pissing it up in Patty when he and Bassey played amazing. So therefore. He's lucky that's all he got was a fine, just amount of like a $35,000 fine. It could have been a heavier fine, and it could have been a suspension, even if it was for one game. He's lucky it didn't have to come to that. So maybe this is a lesson that he'll need to be better, especially with Mitch coaching the team as a fill-in for now, or hopefully let Pop do all that shit when Pop comes back. So therefore. All right, Zack Attack, I love it and everything, but that was not cool. But I guess the only good thing is we're finally getting some emotion in San Antonio. So now let's give you guys an update on my health. Okay, here's a small update on my health. I'm feeling a little bit better, thankfully. A lot of Robitussin, a lot of Sprite, a lot of chicken soup, a lot of rest has helped a ton. So therefore, I'm like to 50 to 75%. I'm hoping by tomorrow when we wake up, we'll be like somewhat, maybe 75 to let's say 90, 95, something like that. 75 to 90 to 95. Something like that. And then Monday, I hope I could be at least 100 per 100 at the end of Sunday night going into Monday morning. We can come back and see Emily, who I can't thank you enough for being by my side. Keeping me company on Facebook Messenger. I mean, other girlfriends I had before that had social media never did that for me when I was sick. So Emily, I think I found the one. Because she's been comforting me on Messenger ever since I've been sick. So. I mean, she does that every day in Messenger, but the fact that she's been doing it while I've been sick is more meaningful and more special. So, love you, my baby girl. So, I know you messed up with the Coke and got cherry instead of regular, but I'm sure you have plenty of time to fix that. I like the 220-ounce regular Cokes, not cherry, and not one, but two. Cherry, not regular, not cherry, and two 20-ouncers, not one. So. You'll get to know me better as your boyfriend, and it's only a matter of time. And so maybe next time when we do a dance, I'm the one that's singing and dancing, and you happen to be in the vicinity, just like you have been twice, like once off camera, one on camera. Maybe you won't get nervous and will actually want to get up and sing and dance to Ricky Martin with me. But thing is. That's why we got December 25th, Christmas Day, for that. So I can invite you over. You can meet the girl you share the title of number one girl with. My number one girl best friend since my birthday eve in 2017, Valentine's Day, which was the day of the Valentine's shit show when I went to Murray Ridge, Brinley Lynn Kerr. So therefore, a day before I turned Robbie Gordon 31 years old, we'll have been best friends for how many years ago was that? Oh my God. 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18. We'll have been best friends for 7 years. Next year will be 8 years since, February 14th of 2025 will be 8 years since Brinley Kurt and I have been best friends. So I'd really love you to meet her on Christmas, before the 8-year anniversary of her and I of our friendship comes up. So that way, we and my family can get up super earlier in the morning than expected. We can open the presents, watch the Spurs, do some YouTube videos about the Spurs, for the Spurs game that day against my cousin Chase Pierce's Knicks and Nick Torres's Knicks, David Futernick's Knicks. What's his name? Mr. Donnelly and Cooper Cammy. Nick Torres is the real life husband of Ashley Argota Torres. Taylor S1 and Live in La Vida Lab Rats. Or Mikey Reed's Knicks, St. John on Victorious. Those Knicks fans that I know and love that I have to think of every time my Spurs play them. So therefore, we can get some TikToks done. You can guys can put them on your YouTube channels as YouTube Shorts. I can do the same thing, and then after the game's over, then I do a little what I got for Christmas haul and combine it like with with our visit. Well, we'll just have to figure things out one way or another. But you have time to make up for your mistake for buying me the wrong kind of Coke and making sure it's a 20 ounce, or make sure you get two of them, and make sure you bring them to me the best you can. So therefore, yeah, thanks Emily for keeping me company on Facebook Messenger the whole time I've been sick. So therefore, I'm making good progress. I should be even better tomorrow when I wake up. So yeah, so I don't sound as bad. I don't feel as bad as I have, because I felt the cold coming Monday when I woke up from it. The week got off to a good start on Monday, but when I woke up from the nap, I noticed my swallowing sensation was at the roof, about connected to the roof. My nose was going backwards, not forward like it was supposed to, and that's how I knew I was getting sick. I still went to work thinking it wasn't a big deal, but I should be more well aware of these things and try to catch it in a timely manner. I did catch it a little bit too late, but I didn't attend to it in a timely manner to do the hack to take it away before it fully kicked in. So after how bad and severe this cold was, I will make sure if I feel that sensation again, as long as I'm at home, then I can just take the Robitussin right away. It'll go away before it fully kicks in again, and then, or maybe I should start taking it to work with me in case that happens. So I'll just have to figure out a strategy to keep this from happening again for the foreseeable future for an indefinite amount of time. But if we get some respectable winter days to be outside and make cameo appearances to see our friends, this won't happen till late January, early to mid February if we're talking realistically, or even late February, early March when we get ready to close out Winter Wonderland season 4, aka the long haul, or get ready for season 4. Spring is in the air, but so I know, when we get in that situation, we've been pretty lenient about, when it starts to get chilly out, after a respectable temperature day, where it was enough where we don't need coats, long pants, hoodies, sweaters, and jackets, outside, because excuse me, lower to mid 60s, upper 60s for that matter, to the point where it's just going to drop down faster than it would in the spring and summer, especially in the springtime. Just when you could start feeling it get chillier and chillier. That means if you're in the middle of trying to go see someone, go see them real quick. But if you don't get to see them, then run home as fast as you can. That way you can keep from getting sick again. Because don't forget, the reason why we had that mild cold, which we were lucky it was well, but it was enough to keep us out of action for a week, and the week before Thanksgiving, and almost 2 years ago, 2023, was because we didn't dress accordingly for that disastrous Sandy Ridge finale. And this past year's Sandy Ridge finale went a hell of a lot better, a lot smoother. Even though, to be fair, it wasn't because of the weather this time we got sick. We were already catching something before that finale was even filmed, but at the time, it wasn't. It was just a sore throat. It was a kind of sore throat where it wasn't a big deal. But after day 2 was recorded, we were getting ready for day 3. We went to work, But apparently, we started upgraded to a bad cold. So therefore, that's why we went home early. So I just wanted to let you guys know what's going on. We're shooting for a Monday return. I'll see if I can get a hold of Ricky B or Christina, or Ann Bonacci. That way I could go see Kendall play one of her last home games. See Jason play a basketball game as redemption from last year, and we'll see Braden play a hockey game. No, not Braden. Well, Braden Gardner. So I have to figure that out. That's gonna be at a later time. But I have to see Kane and Bonacci to see after get 129 game. We can see him play a hockey game. We can choose one, and that way Eliana and Kathy can come. And then we got to talk to Angela Cole, Mama Angie, about seeing Braden play a basketball game. So that's redemption from last year. So that's why this Winter Wonderland Season 4 is known as the long haul, to follow up, the greatness of the 2024 Sandy Ridge Redemption Season 4 Fun in the Sun during the summer months. So therefore, we're going to give you a lot of shit that you've never seen before, yet you haven't seen in a long time. Or we already did one of that yesterday, Against All Odds, episode 2. If you want to go look at that, link in the description. I mean, we're gonna do some, stuff we No, that we stuff what we normally do in the winter, but like in a ways that we were planning to do it but never came around to it. So therefore, old stuff, new stuff, stuff we never seen, no, we had never seen before. Stuff you haven't seen in a long time, in like years. So that's why spring and summer is going to be the same way. Summer is going to be the best normal summer that doesn't have a redemption tour or an abomination type of season since 2022. And spring, this is going to be the best spring you're going to see in a long time, because I plan to debut the standalone spring episode of Tim Duncan Can I Recreate, the once a springtime season Garra Acción y Sudor episode. Let me see here. A preseason episode of Real Life Need for Speed on bikes to test the equipment to make sure it works. We're just going to do a simple time trial episode. Whoever's got the fastest time is the winner. The Sandy Ridge Trash Talk with Uncle Jimmy. We'll do a spring episode with him, and then maybe in the summer we'll do the one with Cuban Joe, and then the one with the three of us together. And then we got an April Fool's special coming. I'm not going to tell you what that is. You guys have to stay tuned and find out. We got an Easter special coming, because the comedy skits will hopefully be making their debut this coming spring, where we're going to do a comedy skit prank as an Easter special. I can't say what it is or who's involved. Y'all have to wait and find out for yourselves. I mean, we got some comedy skit in terms of reenactments of old incidents with my friends in Sandy Ridge. We got one on May 1st coming. I'm pretty sure y'all know what that is, where me and the Crutcher Doom and Jerry Springer Lady and Sir Blacks-a-Lot reenact the Jerry Springer Lady incident. That was probably going to have a lot of takes and bloopers and laughing, like bloopers, because we won't be able to take it seriously or like do the whole thing in one go without smiling and laughing while keeping a straight face. And, of course, we got the F-Bomb and Babe comedy skit. Also, she just got married tonight, so congratulations, Amber. Marrying that lucky motherfucker named Steele Porter, who get to hear the smoking hot babe of his F-bombing all day and night, 24/7, 365. I mean, she never would have become one of my best friends if not for that incident. So that's going to be when we transition from Spring is in the Air Season 4 to Fun in the Sun Season 5, because May 30th will be our Season 4 finale of Spring is in the Air. May 31st will be a bonus episode of Spring is in the Air, which will be that comedy skit. And then June 1st, Fun in the Sun Season 5 premiere. So that's going to be a fun one. I mean, trying to think. We got haircuts with Cousin Kenny on the 11th. We're going to try to collab. Try to get him to, record with us. I mean, hopefully Tuesday, the day before, because Kendall doesn't have many home games left, and I have to make sure I'm healthy in a timely manner, which I have my doubts. But the last thing I'm going to mention is Tuesday, when my friend, the music instructor, Carrie Natasha, comes in. We're going to upload a Christmas special on her channel, where we're doing my current, end of 2024 anthem from ever since the fall winter month started. Gracias por pensar en mí by Ricky Martin. So, shaping up to be a great, remainder of winter of what's to come, going into the springtime when we get to March, April of 2025 to have the best spring yet. And then when summer gets here, well, the only thing I'm gonna mention what's hopefully gonna return once for the first time since the docuseries in 2023, and once since last month over year 2019, the Brook Park shit will be recorded. Will be the first time since the 2023 docuseries. We'll be recording bits and pieces of the documentary. But then the Middleburg stuff will be for the first time since 2019. We'll be recording some Brook Park episodes there too. So that way we can, have a mixed bag of variety. That way we can finally start uploading the episodes, which we've recorded the episodes are all of 2024. I'm hoping by 2025 we can start airing some. So therefore, we have to see my dad's side of the family, but it has to include Marilyn too. Marilyn Olivares Ortiz, my dad's cousin, because she's the one that has to play a big role in this. Titi Nancy has to fill the void of what she knows. My dad has to fill the void. I haven't recorded much episodes with my mom telling stories yet, but this kind of stuff takes time. Guy like Alex Trebek once said, nothing is over, right before he passed, nothing is ever a full straightforward affair, meaning it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen like with the clap of a hand or snap of a finger. That shit takes time. like it goes really slow and it's like it's in no rush. Otherwise, it wouldn't look very good and it would just seem unfinished and it looked like you would not be happy with it, wishing you could redo it, knowing you can't because it was your own fault that you rushed it. But we'll get there. It's only a matter of time. I mean, also, we can't forget, we got to see, my boy Nelson Peck, Brittany Peck's son play basketball. I can't forget about him. Get to see him play at least once. So when Addison becomes a senior next year, like when we start the 2025-26 season, we have to make sure we see her play at least one volleyball game as a senior before we go to her grad party to follow up Emma's grad party. So that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I'm going to keep using these, Oh my god, I'm almost all out of them. I'm going to have to get another fucking tissue box and this trash bag, That way I'm not making as big of a mess with garbage, as I was, when I was really, really clogged. So, therefore, again, thank you all for all the prayers, the well wishes, and all the love and support. It's really meant a lot, and it made me feel somewhat better than I should. And my girlfriend keeping me company on Messenger, by comforting me, made trial I'm sick. That's what true love is all about. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night. I will see you all for the next video, whenever that may be. And yeah, do better, Zack Attack. Either start playing like you mean it, or you're not going to be a Spur no more, and I won't get to see you on March 27th. So see you later, everyone. Go Spurs, go.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA.